This guitar is crazy. Hello and welcome to Make Some Noise with Maddie. I am your host, Madeline, straight from the back room at Music Lovers Shop, my little studio here. So I have what I feel is a huge sleeper guitar, this Ernie Ball Sterling Luke model. Look at this awesome finish. Is that not gorgeous? What a pretty guitar. So I'm featuring this and a few others in the first couple episodes that I feel are guitars that are under $1,000 that are just huge buys. A lot of guitar for the money. I call them sleeper guitars. So I'm not going to bother going through tons of specs. I mean, everyone can Google that, right? This is unscripted. This is raw, organic. I'm just going to focus on what does this thing sound like? How does it feel? And I'll demonstrate that. So let's dive in with some clean tones. So I'm going through just a Boss GT8 through an FR cab by Blackstar straight into my board, so nothing too crazy. Let's check out, here's the bridge position. This has a 5-way selector switch, so we have a lot of options for tones. Here's the next one up. There's a nice chime to it. Definitely has that glassy sound that a lot of people like. And you gotta keep in mind, this is a Luke model, so Luke's known for versatility, right? He's a huge studio musician for years and years and years, so it makes sense that the guitars that have his name on it are gonna be very versatile. So that's what we're getting here. So here's the next position. Cool, then we have the next position up here. A little warmer. Then we have the neck position, finally. Very fat sounding neck, but not like muddy. Definitely a lot of options there, and obviously this one has the dB boost in the volume. Just push. For a little extra gain, so I think it's like probably 20 dB, but don't quote me on that. Again, you can Google and find the specs all day long. What I do like about this guitar, though, is the neck has a very sharp V profile, so you kind of feel the spine right down the center. It definitely stands out, and it's might be a love or hate depending on what you like for your left hand, but I think it's super comfy. I don't have a huge hand, so for me, I'm able to kind of wrap around with no problem. And that sharp spine, that kind of edge, is almost like a nice support for just when doing your bar chords and whatnot. Gives you a good sense of just a center, so you have your focus on your pressure. So pretty wild. It really does feel comfy, and it's super slick. I mean, you don't have to worry about like some guitars that have the finish in the back and you get stuck. You know, you're playing a gig and it's humid out and you're trying to reach that higher fret in your hands. Like, nope, I'm going to stay right here. This one doesn't have that problem. It's super, super slick. So I know some of the higher end Music Mans, they use like almost like a gun stock oil. So I'm not sure what they do with this one, but it definitely, I'm not getting hung up at all on this, which is cool. So let's try some overdrive. I'm going to put on just, not a crazy amount of gain, something kind of mid gain. Let me switch my patch here. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a track on my my old trusty DR5. You're gonna hear that all the time on this podcast. So I'm gonna roll a track and just play a little bit with some different tones so you can hear what this sounds like with music behind it. So here we go. Let's see what we got. So very sweet sounding guitar. I mean, it definitely has some bite when you need some, and it just has a nice, just a gentle sound when you want that tone as well. So like I said, it really has just a ton of options for sound. I love that about it. I think it's just a really comfy guitar to play on, and his bridge, I know has like a funkiness where you can have it set. This one's kind of set flush with the body, but you can set it where you raise it up a little bit, and he's got that quick kind of access bridge where you can flutter with your right hand to kind of get this insane like dips. But I know it's a preference of how people like it set up. So this one came from the factory, like a little more flush with the body, which is cool. But yeah, it's just a really fun guitar, and again, for under $1,000, how can you go wrong? So let me go with a little higher gain. Let's go into this patch here. Let me see here. There we go. I love this old GT8. I like my dinosaur gear. I've had this thing forever. Oh yeah, this guitar will definitely metal. So let me do the same track, but I'll do with just some more gains so we can hear that kind of difference. So here we go. This track is kind of cool, isn't it? It actually modulates keys, so I gotta actually think. Alright, here we go. That's some serious gain. You can just feel that, and you hit that dB boost. It's like, it just comes alive. It's a monster. So yeah, this thing is really sweet. I think it's so fun. And again, you go from that high gain sound, we go back to like some clean, maybe some chorus clean, and now you've got this nice 80s tone. I just love it. It's a sweet guitar. I mean, again, there's so many things you could do with this. It's all about versatility. And my whole point in today's episode was to show that, hey, you don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on a guitar to get something that's really going to hold up for you. And this is obviously very gig worthy. They had a lot of things in mind as far as just, the build quality is solid on it. When you hold it, it doesn't feel like a guitar under $1,000. The neck feels super solid. The fretwork is awesome. There's no sharp frets. There's no goofiness anywhere. And you get your two humbuckers with a 5-way switch. There's so many different sounds. And we didn't even tackle the bridge part, so obviously there's a lot that can happen there. But I've been really impressed with a lot of Sterling stuff over the years, and this one just really blew me out of the park. When I saw it in the store, I said, you know what, I need to do my first Make Some Noise with Maddie on this guitar, because it's just amazing, and it's such a great finish. So if you want to play this guitar, it is in our Rochester location, which is across from the Ladder Long Pond Wegmans. You can stop in anytime. We're open 12:30 to 8. If you want to actually sit down with me and have a personal kind of like sit down with the instrument and really talk about it more in depth, you can call the store and book an appointment to have a one-on-one with me. Store number is 600-6060. So thank you for watching, and be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. Give us a like, share the video, and come on down and see me and play this beautiful guitar. So thank you so much for your time. Until next episode, bye.